Hey y'all, I just asked Eric if I looked okay. Tell him what you did.
I went, eh.
Anyway, hi everybody. I'm Dawn. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for visiting with me today. I got Eric. He's making a video with me. How about that? So we were going to talk about the DoorDasher scandal situation type deal. No, with the girl that filmed the guy in his house. So the story is, if you don't know, she's a DoorDasher and she had an order to deliver and it said to leave at the front door. Okay. And so she goes there and the guy's door is wide open. And there are some claims that say, no, she pushed the door open, but I don't know. I'm just telling you what I know right now. But the door was wide open and he was laying on the couch asleep or pretending to be asleep with his pants down around his ankles and his, you know, all his goods hanging out, right? And she said that she was SA'd and she was mad about it. And there's been some back and forth on the internet. Mostly, I've noticed people are mostly talking bad about her, saying she overreacted, she had no business filming him, all this. I can kind of see both sides, though, after thinking about it. Because at first, I was kind of like, girl, you just should have left it there and not paid any attention to what was going on beyond the front door, even if it was wide open. But I mean, if someone's laying on the couch and you can see them from outside and they're doing something weird or it looks like something weird, most people are going to look just out of pure nature, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did I tell that story accurately?
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, so she filmed them and she posted it on TikTok. And then she got fired by DoorDash and he got banned from DoorDash. But I understand both sides. I understand why people are saying she's wrong. I understand why people are saying he's wrong. And I'm kind of in the middle because I'm like, yeah, she should have just left the food and left, not even peek inside the door. But not everybody's like that. But at the same time, who orders DoorDash? Who orders DoorDash or something for delivery and then opens their front door wide open and then lays on their couch pulling their pants down to their ankles? Because his pants were on him. They were down around his ankles.
Is that not normal?
Like,
I'm just kidding.
So why did he do that unless he was up to no good? Like maybe he saw, you know, a girl was someone with a girl's name delivering his order. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So do you see why I can see it from both sides?
Yeah.
What do you have to say about
Which side is the side?
it? Get down from there! That could have hit you in the head wrong and caused you a traumatic brain injury.
I could have died.
Django, I'm sorry I yelled at you. I love you so much. He doesn't care. He doesn't care.
But so there's two sides.
Yeah, well, there's her side.
Is he saying? I guess he's saying he didn't.
I don't know if he's saying anything yet. I just know that he's been
So
banned.
it's just her side.
It's just her side so far. But, like, who orders something and then opens their door and then drops their trowels down to their ankles and then lays on their couch? Anybody can walk up to that door and see him. Unless he planned on her seeing him and he was faking being asleep. Do you know what I'm saying? Or he just fell asleep waiting for her.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I mean, we've had weird incidences when we were delivering stuff. Like, one night we went, remember that one house we went to where the guy came running out and he was like, had his arms open like he was going to grab
one
you?
Of those
Teacup
hugs. You can't say that, can
he had his arms wide open like this. And then once he saw Eric, because Eric goes and delivers the actual thing, and because he saw my name on the order, but he comes out with his arms open and he sees Eric and he's like, oh. You know, I don't know. And he was weird. There was something going on.
It was about a 1 o'clock in the morning ice cream delivery.
Yeah. And yeah, and he had his arms wide, ready to give someone a squeeze. And then he saw it was Eric. I guess he didn't think you were huggable.
I delivered to a house with no door.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. Literally, the house had no door. It had no door.
The grass was a bit unkempt and
Yeah.
no door. And the guy wasn't naked though. Well, he had his pants on. I don't think he had a shirt on, but he did have pants on.
Yeah.
And he was fairly nice. Kind of grunted.
He was wasted. So was I essayed today then by that guy let me tell you what happened. So I was at the gate, which is like a convenience store gas station. So I went there to get my beverage, and I was sitting in the car for a few minutes, and then I pulled out, and then I drove, because I like to exit through the back of the building because it's just easier than dealing with all the idiots driving into the gas station, because they're all like, I'm from England. They're all from England all of a sudden. So anyway, I'm going out the back, and I just kind of look to my right, and there's a truck parked alongside the back of the building, and this guy, the poor thing, his belly was hanging down to almost his ankles. But he had his belly pushed aside, and he was peeing. He was peeing.
So he was behind the building?
He was behind the building, but facing where cars would come out.
Right.
But why?
At least he was behind the building.
But why would he stay turned that way? Why wouldn't he just? Maybe he didn't want to pee on the door. Mm-hmm. Take a step back. But anyway, he was urinating. So was I essayed? Now, according to the law, exposing yourself to someone is essay. It is, at least Florida law. Just exposing yourself is an assault. But and like part of me thinks is I think he did that on purpose, because why would he be turned that way? Why would he be turned the way he knows cars are going to come from?
Maybe he's not familiar with traffic patterns.
Or maybe he's just not that bright. But the poor thing, though, like there was just nothing to see.
So you're feeling sympathy for him, but you still...
No, I'm not feeling sympathy for him. I'm just...
Well, you called him a poor thing.
I was just kidding.
Oh, okay.
But I'm like...
Oh, you meant poor thing because of... I know the feeling.
But so was I SA'd because the law says that's SA, or because I just thought it was funny and ridiculous? I wasn't. I don't even know where I'm going with this. I'm just asking.
I don't know. You could probably call it that if you wanted to, if you were that kind of person that would call it that.
I mean, I don't feel like I was SA'd. I was just like, that's ridiculous. Why would he even be turned? Why would he be turned towards where cars are coming from when he could just turn his back and be like, no, I'm not peeing. I'm practicing my golf stroke. You know, I'm just saying.
I'm pretty good at finding a spot in the woods. I won't go in the parking lot.
Yeah. Have any of my lady viewers ever been in a situation where you just had to pee outside? I'm just curious. You don't have to tell me, because I have been in that situation before, where I've had Eric guard me and be like, I just can't hold it another second. What are you going to have to do? Yeah. But anyway, so what do you think of the DoorDash girl, that whole situation?
Is she trying to sue him or
press
charges? Or I mean, to me, it wouldn't be a big deal. I would just like, oh, look at that. And then I'd go back to the car and be like, hey, Don, guess what I just saw? And that would pretty much be the end of it.
I don't know where my glasses are.
We would joke about it.
Yeah, keep them entertained. Well, and you got to be careful because that Hecticana guy
me.
I watch sometimes, I don't really watch him anymore because he's kind of an idiot, no offense. He's a little bit of an idiot because, let me tell you all about this Hecticana thing before I go on. So Hecticana was talking about when Amberlynn Reed said she couldn't, and y'all may not know who these people are, so just bear with me for a minute. He's a content creator named Hecticana, and he reacts to Amberlynn Reed videos. Amberlynn Reed is a almost 600-pound content creator who's a lol cow. She's kind of a problem. But she had said that she can't afford an inpatient weight loss program, which I believe that's what she needs. And he's inpatient.
Oh.
I always say impatient.
Inpatient
weight loss program. And Hecticana says that's
definitely impatient.
Hecticana says that's BS that she can't afford it because that's only going to be like, get your nose out of his butt. But anyway, Hecticana says that would only be like $10,000 to $20,000. That is incredibly inaccurate. That would be an inpatient stay like that, because that would be considered a mental health program. A 5-day stay.
If it was me, it would be like $7 million. It'd be like, it's going to be $7 million. And they just pulled a number out of their ass.
But like,
that's what they do to me.
5-day stay for me, not on a weight loss program, but in a mental health program, was $95,000 without any special interventions. So for someone like Amberlynn, who would definitely need specialized intervention, like a weight loss plan and dietitians and all that, it's going to be, 5 days is going to be more than $10,000. So a full program, which would be probably 3 to 6 months, or maybe even more than that for someone like Amber, is going to cost a lot more than that. So Hecticana, a lot of times, he can be funny, but he doesn't know what he's talking about. Okay, hold on. I'm going to look this chick up. Hold on.
Are you doing some research?
Yeah, I probably should have done it before we started the video.
Live research cam.
Let me ask ChatGPT. Okay.
Don't close your cookie clicker.
I'm not closing my cookie game. Look, I got Pandora open though. To pick my Christmas presents out. Yeah.
I just circle what I want in the Sears catalog.
Oh, here we go. First thing. The Sears
Wish book.
Yeah.
They had the regular thick Sears catalog, and then at Christmas time they would have the Wish book.
Okay, let me read this article.
Did it rock the internet?
Apparently there's so many cases, I'm going to have a trouble finding this particular one.
It seems like it would happen more often.
I feel like there were times when people wanted to do something to me, but then they saw me and they were like, nah.
That's not the right attitude.
That's not the right attitude. Okay. Let me get her name. I'll just look her up.
That one house was I delivered to a trailer, and it was all smoky, and the guy had like blue rubber gloves on, like latex surgical gloves.
Oh, wow,
that might have been
right.
the same night as the hug guy. As a matter of fact, I might have been on that same. It was, because that was the one time I accidentally left the ice cream at his house. And we had to go back and get it and take it to the other.
No, that wasn't the blue glove guy.
Oh, no, it wasn't, was it?
It could have been the same night,
no,
though.
It wasn't.
So she's a TikTok user, so I'm just going to say her name. It's Livy Rose Henderson, IRL Monster High Doll. Says DoorDash deactivated her account days after she reported being... Go away! Now it's doing nothing.
It broke the internet.
Okay.
But, I mean, she kind of has a legitimate case, I think.
Oh, this is Newsweek. Maybe this will let me read it. Okay. So, video of customer claims essay. See, I kind of feel like, and I don't know that it would be fair, but I kind of feel like they both have a case. Like, he could be like, why are you filming me in my own house? But you have to understand reasonable expectation of privacy. He was in his house and she was on his property. Unless it was rented, then she was on somebody else's property, but still on private property. So there's that whole thing about a reasonable expectation of privacy. But if you want privacy, why are you leaving your door wide open knowing you just ordered DoorDash with your pants around your ankles, falling asleep on the couch that is visible from the open doorway? Okay.
I wouldn't do it.
Thank you. I'm glad you wouldn't. A DoorDash delivery driver was fired after she reported and shared footage of what she described as a SA during the delivery in New York. Livy Rose Henderson posted several videos on TikTok describing the incident on October 12th, including one that appeared to show a customer lying on a couch exposed from the waist down. The videos, which have been viewed millions of times, led to Henderson's termination, DoorDash confirmed in a statement shared with Newsweek. It said both Henderson and the customer had been banned while the company investigated the incident. Newsweek has contacted Henderson via social media and the New York State Police Department via email for comment. 81% of women and 41% of men in the U.S. experience some form of SH or SA. Gig economy workers who often interact with customers in private settings face particular risk. Many companies have policies and reporting processes pertaining to SA as a result. DoorDash has both a privacy policy prohibiting the sharing of personal identifying information or imagery captured during deliveries and a harassment policy which applies to both couriers and customers. It doesn't say. It doesn't say if she's filed a police report. I'm assuming she did if they contacted the police. Oh, it says that DoorDash is in contact with law enforcement. So, but anyway, the more I sit here and think about it, the more fishy it is. I mean, why? I just don't I know I said this before, but why are you going to order DoorDash and then open your door and drop your pants and fall asleep on your couch or pretend to fall asleep on your couch? And
you had to have had a good reason. I can't think of one.
Yeah, like he saw it was a girl's name and wanted her to see his wee-wee. He was like,
but then he fell asleep.
I'm going to have it, or pretended to fall asleep. Girl's going to see my wiener finally. Yay! Yay! Right?
Maybe. I don't know what was going through his mind.
I just think if we had a daughter that was doing that and she came home and showed me that video, I would be going to that person's house and just saying, why? I just want to know why you did this. Why would you order DoorDash and then open your door and then lay on the couch with all your business hanging out? I just want to know why. I'm not going to punch you yet. I just want to know why.
And then if he told you, I just wanted to pretend like I was asleep so she could look at my wiener, would you punch him then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Absolutely. Or I would have you do it because you'd have to be with me.
Yeah. When you say I would punch him, you mean me.
Mm-hmm. Eric
Gotcha.
wouldn't punch him. Eric would say, you can't be doing things like that, dude. Just like that man that was masturbating outside of the window at the hospital. Remember that? Out at the reception window at medical records?
Mm-hmm.
And Lucius turned the corner and saw him, and he was like, "Man, you can't be doing that in here." Like that. Man, you can't do that kind of thing.
Why did he do it there?
Why? Why did he choose to masturbate in a public hospital?
Is there a reason
out in
good
the
enough
open?
for someone to be? Oh, okay. Yeah. Proceed.
Why?
Go ahead and finish.
Help me to understand. Yeah, I don't know.
I can't imagine a scenario where there would be a good answer to that question.
But, I always say, just because we don't know the explanation doesn't mean there isn't an explanation. You know what I mean? I don't know, though. The more I think about it, the more I lean towards this girl's side, actually, and I mean, maybe y'all don't agree with me, but I mean, the questions have to be, why? Why would he put himself in that situation? And what if she was somebody like me who had a boyfriend or a husband with her that go up and deliver the stuff, and the husband would just get back in the car and I saw that dude's dick.
Yeah, I was just talking about that.
Well, yeah. Is that when I was getting the laptop?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I would do.
Because then I would be like, oh my God, he saw that it was a girl's name and he thought he was going to get in it. I mean, maybe he would get a kick out of anybody seeing it, really.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I mean,
just
I
to see it.
I don't feel like we've resolved anything.
I don't feel like that we have either.
It.
Do guys like for it to just be seen?
I don't.
Okay. Because, I mean...
I'm ashamed of it.
Eric!
I mean, have you seen the video?
I saw it blurred out.
Okay. I think that's what DoorDash had the problem with, though, was her recording.
Yeah, that
video
was the
and
issue.
posting
It was the video being made and then being posted to
whatever
TikTok. She posted it to TikTok, and I believe it's still up.
Mm-hmm.
Here, let's look it up real quick. You're ashamed of it.
Remember Stewie on Family Guy? Wouldn't it be crazy if there was a video of that?
What did I say this girl's name was?
Livy something.
IRL Monster High Doll. And this is her.
But I do feel like if it was us, it would have definitely been handled differently.
It's been a minute,
Yeah.
a whole 24 hours, I know. But I have an update as of October 16th, 2025. But first and foremost, I just want to thank everybody for the overwhelming support and allyship that you've shown me. It's really making me feel so validated and
She's
seen
pretty.
and heard. And that's really helping me through this tough time. So I just want to let you guys know I really appreciate the outpouring of support. So the update is, last night I was made aware, a bunch of people started commenting on my pages, that DoorDash made a public statement about me on their TikTok story and on their most recent Instagram post in the comment section. And I'm not going to speak too much further on details, but what I am going to say is I and the entire rest of the world found out why I lost my job at the exact same time. I didn't find out before you guys. I'm just letting you know this right now. The people that saw their public statements and made me aware that they made those public statements knew why I lost my job before I did. Because I went and I checked my email once I was made aware that they made those public statements, and they sent me the deactivation email around the same time they released the public statements, like literally within the same hour. So they sent me my deactivation email explaining my reason for being deactivated a whole 24 hours after they deactivated me, and a whole 24 hours after I already submitted my appeal And about 12 hours after they had already denied my appeal, they finally sent me the email explaining why they fired me. So I and the rest of the world, we all found out why I lost my job together. That's the update.
Okay, let me see. I don't know where the video would be. I'm trying to see if I could. I don't know. Maybe she did take it down.
Just guy on couch with wiener.
So that's it right there. And then he's got like a full sweatshirt on, but he's got his pants down.
It kind of looks like maybe he was pleasuring himself and maybe fell asleep.
That was a suggestion. But still, he ordered DoorDash and then opened his door.
Yeah.
And then took his
I'm
pants
sure
down.
there were probably substances involved.
Yeah.
Could be just alcohol.
Yeah, but, you know.
I don't really know why the door would be left open. But
Yeah.
you don't really have to open the door. I don't know.
Maybe he had a buddy over and his buddy left. Well, why would his buddy be over there after he dropped his pants, though?
Seeing that video, I don't know. It really doesn't seem like that big of a deal. It's definitely inappropriate, but it's like...
See, I don't know. Seeing the video makes me see it as even a bigger deal.
Really?
Because I don't believe he's really asleep.
He wasn't even laying, like, with it facing towards the door.
But he was laying flat.
Yeah, I mean, if he wanted her to see it, he would have...
Well, I mean, I don't think it's really about whether or not he wanted her to see it. It was that he was indecently exposed with his door wide open after he ordered DoorDash. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think people are being a little hard on her. I think that... I don't know if he deserves to be punished by the law, but I think he needs a stern talking to about, you know.
They need to send Fred Gwynn over there to talk to him if he were still with us.
Fred Gwynn?
It just seems like he would be able to be good at that. He's the first person I
Fred
found.
Gwynn? Do y'all know who Fred Gwynn is? Tell them.
Unfortunately, he's no longer with us.
Tell-
But he was Herman Munster.
He was
Played
also...
Herman Munster and the judge in My Cousin Vinny.
What's a Ute?
And he was also Judd.
Yeah, Judd.
In Pet Cemetery.
It was Judd or Jed?
Shit, I think it was Judd Crandall.
Sometimes dead is better. Okay, well, I hope nobody is offended by this video or anything we said.
So that's my solution.
I think that me and Eric have two different opinions.
Bring
though.
Fred Gwynn back from the dead and have him go to his house and give him a stern
Well,
talking
they
to.
should have buried him in the pet cemetery. But
But unfortunately, what comes back ain't the same as what goes in the ground.
that's right. He might be a shower too. I do not want to imagine Fred Gwynn naked. And anyway, but anyway, I don't know. A lot of people are in disagreement, but it seems like most people are beating this girl up. And I don't know, after seeing the video, I'm even more convinced this guy was in the wrong. She shouldn't have filmed it, or she should have filmed it still, but provided that to the police or DoorDash or both of them and not post it. Her mistake was posting it. She shouldn't have done that. But Mr. Austin should have kept his penis covered when he ordered DoorDash. Now, I know sometimes we go and make a delivery and they're like, oh, will you hand it to me? And then we go there and we knock and we ring and we knock and nobody comes to the door. Because I think that at 1 and 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, these people are stoned and they think they want ice cream and gummies, because that's the most popular items we deliver are gummies and ice cream. And then by the time we get there, there's like no lights on, nothing. There's no sign of life at all.
They do seem to be excited about the sex toys, though.
They do. I always met outside with enthusiasm when we're delivering something like that. Sometimes it's by a grown man. Sometimes it's by 14-year-old boys. I don't know.
We're not required to check ID for.
No, there's not an age requirement for those. So, yeah. All right. Well, I kind of feel like this topic is going nowhere. We see things a little bit differently.
I told you my solution.
Fred Gwynn, yeah. I mean, I don't know if he needs to be arrested in due time, but he definitely needs a talking to. And she maybe needs a little bit of a talking to about sharing that kind of information online. If she wants to pursue legal action, she really needs to keep that stuff to herself.
Unfortunately, in our legal system, given a stern talking to isn't really something that we can go to court. That's not like one of the jury.
That's not a sentence.
Selections or the.
Yeah. Like, let's see, 10, life, the death penalty, or a stern talking to.
If you plead guilty, we'll give you a stern talking to. I'll take the stern talking to.
I'm like, I do not want to. I would rather have anything than a stern talking to, especially if it was coming from my mother. If it was coming from my mother, I'm like, just give me the death penalty. Can I just have the death penalty? I don't want a stern talking to from that woman.
What about from Fred Gwynn?
I would take a stern talking to from him. And I'm Can I have your autograph? Will you sign my Funko Pop?
Okay.
You know. Anyway, we're gonna go now. I think that's it.
Yeah, I think we got to the bottom of it.
Yeah, we solved the problem. We didn't. But I don't want anyone coming at Eric because you don't agree with him, and I don't want anyone coming at me because you don't agree with me. Everybody has their right to their own opinion, and you have the right to your opinion. I think the guy was in the wrong. I think her only mistake was posting it on TikTok. But anyway, that's it. I'm going to go now. Bye.